Namaskar everyone. Welcome to the Kaoshikii session that we will have every week. Yes, every week there'll be a Kaoshikii session and we will start with the tip of the week as well. Okay, now first I would like to introduce myself. Maybe most of you have known me. I'm Didi, Ananda Sanjana, or Didi. Please, I invite you to introduce yourself so that we know where you're from, which part of the world you are coming from, and the time of the day as well. So for this session, I'm going to dance. We're going to dance Kaoshikii. We're going to do step by step again, so that you are able to master Kaoshikii soon. Now, Kaoshikii is not only physical dance; it has a lot of effects in our psyche and spiritual potentialities, and of course with all the numerous physical benefits that comes with it. So let me show you what the dance is. For those who are here for the first time, I'm going to just do a 1-minute test run so that you can see what the dance is like. So arms up. I'm going to face you so you can see, and then when you follow me later, you will be, I'll be not facing you. Hands are up. You start with the right foot. Din, 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 ta, ta, baba, nam, baba, ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Ki, Vana. So, for those of you who is watching the dance for the first time, so that dance is called Kaoshikii. It comes from the word kosha. Kosha actually is a Sanskrit word which represents it means the inner layers of the mind, the subtler, innermost expression of your being. So that's how the name Kaoshikii comes from. So it has a lot of benefits. It's amazing. So you ought to learn the dance. Now for today, the benefits that I want to highlight to you is it benefits women a lot, especially the issues of irregular menstruation, the issues of menopause, and these hormonal imbalances in our body. The dance is actually created with the consideration of strengthening women, and it's not only the physical aspect, the mental aspect as well. So it's very useful for women to practice this dance every day. Even if you're practicing for a short time, say 5 minutes, you will benefit from it tremendously. I have known women who practice it just for 5 minutes each day, and you know they are able to maintain their health in a good form just with 5 minutes. We can dance longer. We can dance, of course, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 21 minutes if you like. It doesn't mean that there's a certain duration. The duration, of course, depends on you. If you have more time, you can spend longer dancing koshiki. And even if you have little time, it will also benefit you. So, and you can dance it any time of the day. You can dance it in the morning, in the evening before you sleep. Some of you have tried it in the evening before you sleep, and you find that it doesn't disturb your sleep at all. And you can dance it any time of the day. You can dance it in the house or outside the house, anytime. So it's so easy to do. Now, how is koshiki very beneficial for women's menstruation? In terms of menstruation, the movement itself, moving the feet and the two platforms of the body that I've mentioned, the uppermost, where you keep your arms upright all the time, it strengthens your upper back muscles. It lifted up this arm, the body, arms up, and it strengthens the organs in the body. It strengthens especially the areas in the abdomen. That is the upper part of the body that is holding up this position, the arms upright all the time. Again, it brings this space, gives you this circulation in the area, and also it helps you with breath. So one area. The other area is your lumbar pelvic area. Now it strengthens your lumbar pelvic area very much because of you need to have it like when you're holding a tent, there are two platforms that hold the base. So that part is strengthened. The muscles in this area is strengthened gradually. Now, one of the biggest muscle, like the corset, is transverse muscle. It's very important in holding the organs in that area. So although it's only 10%, but it plays an important role in strengthening the lumbar pelvic area, the lower back and the pelvic area. And thereby also, now a lot of weaknesses in those areas are caused by the pelvic floor. And by doing koshiki, the movement itself, the gradual movement of stretching and contracting, stretching and contracting in all directions, forward also and backward, it gives you the gradual relaxing, at the same time strengthening those muscles in this area, and thereby it strengthens the issues related to those areas and the issues related to above that area, which is probably also the cause of the problems of irregular menstruation or cramps and all that. Whether it's high, whatever, dysmenorrhea and hypomenorrhea or something, and amenorrhea or something, and then all these problems of irregular menstruation can be addressed. Are usually the cause of weak pelvic muscles and bad what we call it, digestion system as well, and the organs that is in the belly area that is not functioning properly. And of course, there are other reasons for those problems as well. So the movement of stretching and contracting, together with your breath, you're holding that holding of this pose in this upright position, and moving and stretching together with your breath. You're exhaling, inhaling, you're strengthening your muscles at the same time. After some time, you need to relax one area, and holding that itself helps you to squeeze squeeze the blood out and rushes the blood to the area. So that's squeezing and releasing, relaxing, squeezing and relaxing in the continuous movement in such a way that it coordinates with your cognitive function as well. Gives you that balanced state of mind. At the same time, it nurtures the area, pelvic area, physically as well. So, and that is why Kaoshikii is also very useful for pregnant women, and or rather, it helps you in the delivery room. So it's supposed to be very effective, and women who have tried it actually finds that it was easy for them in the delivery room. Many women have tried it, and they have all reported that the practice of Kaoshikii have helped them very much in the delivery room, because it gives you an ease of delivery. So Kaoshikii has been considered, okay, or it has been invented for one of the main reasons is also to address issues that women face mostly, and it strengthens our body. At the same time, it gives you that flexibility. So try to do Kaoshikii regularly, because you will see the benefits as you do gradually, as you master the dance. You find that it's so easy for you to do, and you can do it slowly in the beginning, or you can do it fast depending on your condition. For women who when you're having a period days, you can do Kaoshikii, but in some cases, in some of us, it may be difficult to do because you may be having a heavy flow on that day, or your body needs to rest. So although you can do Kaoshikii during your period days, but it's you may want to rest sometimes. It's perfectly fine to take a rest during those days, because you can later on optimize from the dance instead of not giving a break to the body every time. So yes, you can do Kaoshikii even if you're having a menstruation, but in some cases you may want to take a break because it may not be suitable for everybody. It's not that everyone must do Kaoshikii when you're having a period. You may take a break from it. Another thing is women who's pregnant, they can do it. For those who have not started Kaoshikii and they're in the pregnancy stage, probably it's better to do it very slowly until your body is adjusting to it. Otherwise, you can do Kaoshikii when you're pregnant, also up to the advanced stage if you can, but generally after the 5th month, you may not be able to bend forward. But if you're able to, and you are mobile enough to do the dance, by all means, you can do it up to the advanced stage, up to the day of delivery, even if you are able to. But again, it's to consider your body condition as well. So, one more. Okay, let's go into the dance. Okay, let me just remind you. The right foot starts first. Right to the left is behind the left. The heel of the back. Tap the back of the heel of the other foot. Starts with the right foot. So it's the ball of the foot. Then the last part, ta, the entire foot. Palms are together, arms up by your ears. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back 6. We are going to dance for about
slow tempo.
We're going to dance about 10 minutes, probably 15 minutes if possible. Let's see how we go. And we're going to use the music to dance. So,
ready.
I'm going to
Begin.
talk to you.
Dancers, position for Kaoshikii. Ideation, ready. Begin. Din, 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 ta, ta, baba, nam, baba, ki, vala, baba, nam, baba, 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 now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, 5 minutes. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Baba, now. Baba, Baba, now. Baba, Kibana, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no,
Continue. Continue.
Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no,
So we can have a couple more minutes
Ki,
more.
Bala,
Okay.
Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, Ki, Bala, Baba, no, Baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na, baba, baba, na, baba, kevala, baba, na,
Baba,
kevala,
Kevalam, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam, Baba, Nam, Baba, Baba, Nam, Baba, Kevalam. That's a stop. So I hope that you could do the dance. If I was going to say that if anyhow you miss the step or something, just wait and come back to the beginning. So it's easier for you to catch up the dance. Let me see. It's quite easy to master the dance when you do it slowly because you're more aware of the steps and all that. Now, so today, for this week, I have told you that this dance is really super for all women in the world, whether you are young or a teenager, adult or old, or you are even in your menopause and all that, or expecting, women of all ages will benefit from this dance. It's really made to overcome it's like a panacea for all these issues. Now, of course, don't forget the men should also do the dance. It's equally useful. I will tell you more reasons and what are the benefits of Koshiki in the following weeks ahead. I'd like to know if there are any questions. Ramindra. Questions, yes?
Questions, no, it's comments. I can't bend while in upright position, bed back all my life, but while moving. How wonderful, how amazing, it is clear. What are the hormonal effects of the dance?
Okay, so she can't bend, but now she can dance. Huh? Is there any questions there that I need to address?
No. What are hormonal effects of the dance? Is question.
All right. Like I said, it works. The dance has been invented to address the issues of glands, our glands of the body and tissues of the body, and that's why it balances the glands from the lower chakras up to the higher chakras as you bend. It's very much more also for the Manipur chakra effects. So how it balances also because of the effects on the mind when you do this dance. A lot of the glands are also controlled by our hypothalamus, which is high up in the gland. So the dance, it's geared to coordinate also our brain, the right and left hemisphere. So with all these aspects, with the squeezing and releasing of the blood in those areas, in the organs, in the vital organs along the chakras, at the same time with our the cross-lateral movement that affects the coordination in our right and left hemisphere. It has been cleverly invented in such a way that the effects is on the hormone levels as well. That's how the dance is very useful in that way. Anything else?
Yeah, no,
Please.
not question.
Okay, so thank you for watching. I will tell you the reason. We have covered 30 minutes. I will tell you the reason why the imbalances of there are reasons. What are the reasons for our menstruation disorders? Okay, I will give you the answer when you see me next week. So come back, join us next week for Kaoshikii dance. Thank you for joining us. See you. Namaskar.
No, еще there is one question. Nilima from Puerto Rico. Will there be new yoga classes, including more new advanced yoga postures that
Yes.
require sentient diet
Okay.
restrictions?
Okay. Now, the yoga classes I'm going to do tomorrow and day after tomorrow, this week, we'll do 2 classes. Yeah, if you can, I will do the classes for everyone. But of course, if you are able to have a good sentient diet that you already know about it, it's amazing. It'll be very useful for you. It will benefit you tremendously if you have a sentient diet, that means a vegetarian diet, surely. But during the class, I'm going to do the 3 basic asanas, and I will do some asanas, but not in a complete form, so that you're able to prepare yourself into the warm-ups and prepare yourself to do the Rajadhraj asanas gradually. Surely, if you are keeping a diet sentient, it's very much useful.
Please review the ideation at some point.
Okay, all right. Can you read from the others? Okay, I will tell you the ideation. I'm glad that you're asking this question. The ideation is this. I establish my link with the cosmic force, the cosmic, the supreme cosmic entity. I know how to look for you. I know how to request for you. I know how to fulfill the demands. This is the act of surrender. I completely surrender, trust and surrender you. I overcome all obstacles that may come. I am in the rhythm. I'm in the oh divine, I'm in your rhythm. That's the last part. Okay. I'm glad you asked me these questions. Really, it's the dance is done also with this ideation. It gives you a lot of benefits in terms of that joyful feeling and that realizing that we are this cosmic consciousness. We are part of it. We are in it. Okay. Is there anything more?
Yes. Should it be considered as a meditation technique? Can it be done alone or better after hatha yoga practice?
Can it be a meditational?
Yeah. Can it be? Should it be considered as a meditation technique?
It helps you in your meditation. It does help you because it has this ideation in the dance. Because why it helps you? We are this divine being. We are not just physical and mental and intellectual. We are this divine being. So it develops the koshas to a deeper layer of your innermost expression. It helps you in your meditation for sure. Sometimes you can do Kaoshikii, your kirtan, your singing, and then you do your meditation. It's very useful for that. In fact, Kaoshikii has been created to remove the problems you face in meditation as well. Okay?
Yes.
I think we covered.
Is it possible to address the female version of first few points of 16 points, which I...
Yeah, that I will answer you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Could I ask if the ball of the foot touches?
The ball of the foot?
Touches.
Yeah.
Touches.
Yeah. Yeah, ball of the foot. This is the ball of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
They can write to me also. All right, thank you very much. So come back next week for Kaoshikii, and I will tell the answers to what are the main causes of female diseases. That's by irregular menstruation and all that. I will give you the answers when you join me next week. See you. And of course, later this week, tomorrow and after that, we will have yoga classes. We'll do 5 minutes of Kaoshikii in the beginning. All right, see you next week. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Namaskar.